Friends, oh friends, welcome back to Tornado Survival Season 4. Yes, we are back on our Fane horse. Still unnamed for the record, but you guys did submit a lot of options as to what I could name him. So I think we've got a lot of choices here to go off of, and I'll pick one eventually. But we are back, we are here, and we are in our damaged town. Really in ruins. The more I had a chance to look at this thing, there is actually like a pretty... Hey, can you just hang out here for a second? There really is like a lot of damage to this area. I mean, we can talk about things, but like there's a significant amount of stuff missing. There are trees that have no leaves on them over here. Wish dynamic trees worked for Biomes Plenty in this version, man. Oh, gotta be so much better. This farm area here totally ripped apart. This town actually got it a lot worse than we initially thought as our storm dissipates over there. That's nice. Anyway, friends, the iron farm is still not done, and that is going to be priority number 1 to get done today. But guys, I have a little treat for you, all right? I have a little treat. It looks like when this video comes out, or around when it will anyway, I can't predict the future, I'm not that smart, we are going to be celebrating 10,000 subscribers here on this YouTube channel. Boy, that is a number I never thought I was going to see, I'll be honest with you. Again, for those of you who are new to the gang, and there are many of you, I was stuck for a long time at that stupid 3,000-ish number, and I was pretty convinced that we were just going to be hanging out there for a while. So to see that finally tick up for once is very cool indeed. Very grateful for that. So to celebrate that, this episode is gonna be a little longer. We normally aim for like 10 to 15 minutes, but it is very clear that some of y'all want to see more of this, and I get it, me too sometimes. So we're gonna do a little bit of a longer episode today, a little more content for y'all to take in, and well, knowing us, probably more tornadoes. I've been thinking a little more, by the way. I've been trying to figure out how I want to take care of this place. We do still need a zombie to finish the iron farm, by the way. That is basically the only thing that's left. Just need to take care of this guy. It's awkward for me too, dude, because you'll see he'll come down here. He'll hang out in our boat that we will place down, and that will be the end of it. So we just kind of need to have him hang out in here, and that'll be all. Now, there's 2 ways you can do that. I can lead him in here, which is not a bad idea, or we can place the boat right at the top here and have the zombie essentially walk into it. I kind of think either one is going to work. That means I'm going to be put in kind of a danger zone, but I'm not super worried about it. And friends, we got a little teaser from our good friend Proto Manly on the weather mod update that is in progress, and I am very excited to share it with you. Check it out. We have some new screenshots. That is a radar with the actual terrain on it, for one thing. Very cool. And we have just regular showers that can take place now. Something that probably should have existed for a long time in this, but now it's here, or well, at least on the way. That is super cool news. I'm very happy to hear that. You all know I'm a big Proto Manly supporter myself, so not a surprise. And if you've noticed that things look a little different, it's because, yes, we're using distant horizons finally. That got support in the newest update of this mod, and boy, I gotta tell you, it is pretty cool being able to see from this town all the way over to that one. This is gonna be a problem, isn't it? I just need one of you. I think I can take care of this. We're just gonna have to kill one of them, right? We just have to kill one, and then we take the other guy. So you were first here, so you're gonna die. And then you, buddy. Hey, come on down. You don't have to be afraid. Come on. What? Come on. There we go. Hop on into my special treat. Goodness gracious. What? Ow. How are you not in the boat? What? How are you not in the boat? I gotta kill him. I'm gonna die to him. What am I doing wrong? Somebody tell me, please. What have I mistaken? I gotta clear this up quickly before I die to something else. Like you little bugger. Well, I guess they don't really want to come in. I mean, I get it. It's not a very fun place to hang out. Like, I need a zombie. Any zombies in the area for hire? Where are they? A lot of skeletons. Don't want to mess with them very much. Just need a zombie, guys. A zombie. That is not a aha, there's one. Boy, surrounded by creepers, though. This is not what are you doing outside, sir? It's the middle of the night. Oh, my goodness. His cat is out here, too? Very dangerous stuff. Very dangerous behavior. Put some torches down over here. In the meantime, goodness gracious, look at how many mobs are down there. I need a zombie, but I don't want to get that one. I'll die trying. There's another Enderman. What is going on? Yes, it is the middle of the night. Just want a zombie. Dang it. I can't wait for y'all to tell me I've walked past one like 5 times, by the way. I just want you to know that. I know what's going to happen. I know myself. I know. There's a zombie. You! How would you like to start a new life? In a, call it like a small house. It's like one of those tiny houses. Not you, sheep. You're not, you're not coming. You're uninvited. I mean, he was never invited in the first place, but now he's definitely not. Now, of course, I guess ideally I can get him to climb in the boat with me. Is that what I need to do? Anyone know? This would be a good time to be live streaming. I get your info live. Pretty cool seeing the beacons from the waypoints all the way over here, by the way, huh? Never thought about that until now. Okay, hop in. Aha! Hey, watch your mouth, buddy. Oh, okay, so you don't like that. So I think I just have to get him to walk into it. Okay, well, this is doable. We can get him to walk into a boat. Surely we can get him to walk into a boat, right? I think if I just kind of walk in here, he'll climb into it. So let's just really quickly, we're going to release you from this place, sir. Let me help you. Okay. Hold on a minute. A real process, guys. Someone should have warned me that this was going to be difficult. Wouldn't have done it otherwise. Come on down. Why are you not getting in the boat? Thank you. Goodness gracious. Let me get out of here. Uh-oh, there's backup. Backup has arrived. Don't look. This is a difficult time for everyone. Okay, we can officially close that bad boy up, and in theory, that should actually be enough to spark iron golem spawns. I'm not sure if it will. If I remember right, there's actually a thing where you have to let the iron golems sleep, or the villagers sleep for one. So I think that may be what it is. Okay, sir, go away. Dang it. Let me sleep. There we go. Ah, see, old Nate's still got it, everybody. Have fun in the fire, pal. Okay, let's see. Give me a golem, baby. We need a golem. This is in theory enough. I've been told that you can scale this up. So we've kind of prepared for 3 other trenches to be dug here if we want to spawn more golems. But obviously that's not exactly a crisis right now. Tell you what, let's head on down to our little nook, as it were. Now let's just see what we got going on here. If anything, maybe nothing. But let's check on them. You're not supposed to be alive. I placed this one too high. Okay, well, this is an interesting development. The good news is that they're spawning. The bad news is that they're spawning in the wrong place. This is gonna be an awkward scenario. But boy, the iron golem spawns are high, guys. This is great. Well, the good news is I'm gonna get a lot of iron out of this. The bad news is not the way that I wanted to. You and your buddies are all going downtown. I may have created a manual iron farm, which is not the intended effect. Broke my axe on this guy. Okay, very quickly, let's get this out of the way. I only have 1 bucket of lava here, so this is not going to take very long. Gonna break all these bad boys. Hope nobody was following my video as a tutorial yesterday. That would be tough. I just gotta shift click, shift click, shift click. I am missing a sign. Has anybody seen a sign? Have you seen a sign? Okay, me neither, dude. How am I missing a sign? Okay, well, you know what? Plan B. I think this should work, right? Now, again, we're going to have hoppers here eventually, right? So keep in mind that some of this is temporary. Oh, yeah. Check it out. And it looks like the ladder should do the job, so that's good. All right. Well, that is mission accomplished then. We'll have to decorate this place eventually, but I'm just not super concerned about it right now. I do, however, have my deep slate bricks, and I actually do want to throw those up here on top of this farm. I just don't want other mobs walking into it. Obviously, we want something that's somewhat fixable in case of a storm, so deep slate brick wall should do the trick. It is an overcast day. Hey, buddy. See you later. Tough luck. So I think what we'll do here, I think we'll just do like a very simple cobblestone wall around the edge. We may actually like decorate the water part too, so it's not just dirt. It's probably actually a good idea that we do that. Of course, dirt is technically invincible. We have the blacklist turned on in this game because we have enough tornadoes. It would be insane. But of course, the other question is do we want to up the ante on this and add another thing for villagers and zombies? Maybe we'll just kind of see how this performs first, see how many mobs we actually get. There goes another one. I'll tell you what, certainly performing good early. The key for us is I'm going to need to be able to AFK wherever this is. Right now, it's pretty AFKable. I'm still trying to decide if I want to build a train system or not. I haven't decided that yet. Now, friends, I want to tell you something else pretty exciting about this mod pack, which is that I've added something to it. Rare thing for me to do, but I've added something to the mod pack, and I'll be releasing a new version of it for all of you to download and update yours with when you see this video. And it is the mod that you thought it might be. It's the plains mod. It's the simple plains mod. I can do @simple plains, right? Yep, there it is. Me and Tanner recorded a video a couple days ago. You probably saw it. And boy, we just loved it so much that I said I have to have it. So I have added it. And I am going to be messing around with that a little bit. And I'm very excited. Look, a horse is cool, but why have a horse when you could have a helicopter? You know what I mean? They run on coal, so we're kind of going to need coal. They also have an option to run on electrical. I think you can run them electrically. So I guess that's also something to consider, but having a helicopter would be pretty neat. And I'm guessing I need iron for these kinds of things, right? Propeller? Well, good news about the iron situation. We're not going to be worrying about that anymore. Let's finally give these torches a nice place to sit, just like this. Look at this. The iron farm is operational, my dear friends. How about this? Eventually, I might actually give it a little roof, but I'm not super worried about it right now. Let's just check on how this is done super early on. And actually, while I'm here, let's grab this coal as well. I've been meaning to do this. Now, in the newest update of the weather mod, we did get some actual changes to how storms form as well. It's important to note these kinds of things because in the new version, Proto actually made it so storms are a little less likely. I think specifically on like high risk days, you're not going to see a tornado as often as you used to. And I think high risk and moderate risk days are actually just a little bit lower now. I personally welcome those changes. I think it's great. Howdy. Do we have enough wood on us? We do not have any wood on us. Okay, well, we're going to need to head back to the base, and we have enough iron now, especially after this guy, that we're going to be able to build some hoppers so this stuff just auto-collects for us. We are going to need that to happen, and apparently pretty quickly, because I didn't realize the spawn rate of this was actually this fast, and we're only losing the lowest level, so we need to lock it in a little bit here. So let's find our good old horse friend, wherever he may be. Where are you? Oh, there's a golem up here again. Dang it. I think that may just be something we have to deal with. I actually don't think it's going to matter. Are you a part of this gang? I'm not sure. This was one thing I wasn't sure about when it came to this whole area being used for it. I'm worried that they might be spawning in other locations. Like, I know you have to have a certain amount of blocks level like this, or else they will. I don't know what the specific number is, though. If anyone has any ideas, you know where to find me. I'll just kind of add a little bit of insurance space here. We'll see if that does absolutely nothing at all, I'm sure. Is our horse over here? I think it is. He really hasn't ran away, which I am grateful for. It is. Look at you. All right, let's get out of here. Let's head back to old base here. And let's make ourselves some hoppers and maybe an axe or two as well. I guess I could just do that with trees that I have here, couldn't I? Well, yeah, why not? Not like there's no wood available. Actually, you know what? I've got a better idea. We're going to use wood. Let's use wood that has been destroyed. That's right. You know where I'm going. We're going to steal this from the stupid damage path that I cannot take time to get rid of. Can you imagine if this whole episode was just me digging up the stupid logs that have been stripped away? It'd be pretty funny content, but like pretty bad. I wouldn't watch that. Having a helicopter is going to make this way easier. How do we make it? We need a, what is it? A furnace engine? Liquid engine? I don't know what actually powers these. We'll have to look. Plain workbench. You know, gold blocks. We can actually build a helicopter now if we really wanted to. Kind of crazy. I might have to though. I want to get one of those. I mean, I've seen them. All right, you stay here. I gotta grab some of these logs. Horse that does not have a name yet. I'll pick one eventually, guys. Okay, I promise. Just haven't gotten there yet. It's fine. Are you running away already? Come back. Dang it. Yeah, I know. It's a very busy day. I'm gonna try and replant as many of these as we can, as well as we tear them down. I think these are fir trees. I didn't know we had any of these over here. I think I ran an awful lot further for a fir tree in the past. Anyway, not gonna think about that too much. Come on, baby. Oh, there's one more. I think this is it for this tree, right? I lied. Oh my god, I really lied. Oh, I'm gonna have to write an apology about this. Oh, there's so much more. And the cow knows he's calling me out on it. Dang it. Is that a storm one that I see? Kind of hard to look from this angle. I feel like I'm stargazing. Not really, just another layer of clouds. I don't know what the risk is today. I didn't bring the thing with us, but I clearly can't be that high because we're almost into sunset hours here, I'm pretty sure, and we have not seen anything, so I'm going to say the risk is like low to some extent. I'll tell you what, where did my horse go again? Hello? Come back. You're being called upon again. Your duty, I am compelling you to return me to the village that I said I wasn't going to go back to. I changed my mind. I have enough wood, I'm pretty sure. I think. Plant that one down just for good measure. Take me back to the village, please. Preferably before nighttime. It gets scary at night, guys. Well, you don't realize how good it is having a horse until you have a horse, huh? This thing flies compared to the other mobs in this game. I have not considered that before. You can just hang here. I'm just going to steal this bed. He won't mind. It's fine. Skips the night for him, too. The villager gets a win out of this. Hello. What is your deal? 32 rotten flesh? I have 4. Can you make you an offer? Okay. Let's get you out of here. So we have one chest, so we need a few more. I probably don't have enough wood, actually, but that's okay. We'll at least make an axe and a shovel again and at least get some stuff out of the way. See how much iron we have down here? Another little bit. It's definitely not bad. I know that much. There we go. Very good. And then we're just going to turn all of the rest of you into planks. 7. We're just short, man, because I'm going to have one more out of this. Dang it. Howdy, partner. That's unfortunate. All right, well, let's just head up here really quickly. We can chop a tree down. I meant to install an elevator mod, too. I may actually install one before the end of maybe this episode, but before I release the mod pack update, that's for sure. I know some people have recommended just using like the open blocks one, that really simple one. Not a bad idea, but I also think it's a little too simple. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I kind of want one that actually moves and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. Is this like a squall line trying to form or something? If it is, it's doing very poorly. That other iron golem that's hanging out in the village, I don't think he is mattering, so that is good. The spawns here are still pretty high. I do wonder if he's impacting it at all, though. I think it's possible that he is. Wait, I have 8 chests? You know what? Fine by me. No questions here, folks. We will just take our money and leave here. Let's take our 8 hoppers and let's start our quick renovations. And they actually do have to be relatively quick because of that, for one thing. Yeah, hey buddy, hold on. I just gotta bet you wish you had that water, huh? Probably mean to desecrate on the dead like that, huh? Just to make sure, the key here is to make sure that all the hoppers are flowing into the right place. I thought I had an extra one, do I not? I didn't make enough. Well, this is awkward. Oh, I need 9, of course. Gosh dang it, Nate. It's fine. Glad I chopped the tree now. Okay, that should do the trick. Let's just get the dirt out of the way here. Now let's make sure that we have this set up so it can actually do its thing. So we'll do that, and actually that alone should be good enough. And let's watch it in action, shall we? Check it out. Why are you not flowing into there? You're supposed to flow into that. Dang it. Okay, well, I guess the world has changed and I am part of it. Well, it's fine. We're very excited about this. We have an iron farm again. Well, not again. We have an iron farm, period. And that is good news for Nate. I'm going to leave the crafting table down here with us, I think. Yeah, may as well. I would like to decorate this place eventually. I just don't quite know how I want to yet. If y'all have any suggestions, do leave them in the comments. I, as always, pay attention. So, if you have any cool looks or styles that we could go for, maybe we just keep the kind of style of deep slate and stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty open to ideas. We're pretty far underground in that base, so it's not a big deal. Looks like we have our first storm popping up of the video. It took a bit of a while, didn't it? But we're gonna take our old friend Mr. Horse back here. See you later, buddy. And we're gonna check in on the base and see what's going on, and then we'll actually get an idea of what the weather situation is as well. These clouds look very weird. I don't know how to describe it. It might be the fact that it's distant horizons and we can actually see more of the world around us, which again, very cool. Very big fan of that. But yeah, we have our first little storm popping up here, a little shower. I'm super excited, I have to admit, for the day that we don't just have the same thing and it's just a supercell every time. Very excited for just a light shower popping up on the map. I think that dynamicness or whatever the word is for it, dynamicity, that feels like a word. If it's not, I just made it up. I think that's going to be a really important part of this mod because right now it's pretty boring. Is this dying on us already? Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow, okay. Whatever the risk is today, it's got to be low because we haven't had a storm and we just had one pop up and it immediately dissipated. So unless there's another one that I can't see, I don't think so. Weird day to be in this town. Well, I'm not really in a town right now. Weird day to be on this Minecraft world, I guess. Frankly, I've earned this after all the high-risk days we've had. I'm going to give myself what I deserve here. Now, one thing I was thinking is, for helicopters that are furnace-powered, we would need a lot of coal. I think charcoal works as well. Could always set up a charcoal farm of some sort. That's just wood, right? So maybe it's worth considering setting up a giant logging area, essentially. We could do that. We have lots of saplings, as you all know. We didn't exactly plan to use them for this, but it could work in a pinch, I think. Goodness gracious, I really got to take care of that somehow. I don't know how yet, but ugh, that scar is ugly. And don't even get me started about the rest of them over here. This whole area is a disaster. I feel like I'm in a documentary every time I come to our base right now about what goes wrong. Darn it. I think this might be the first time this horse has actually been here. Welcome home, buddy. Well, as close to home as it can be anyway. We actually don't have any wheat grown, so I have nothing to give those poor sheep down there that are looking for a little attention. But we can finally check on our weather situation for the day, which I'm assuming is blank. Yep. And yeah, a lot of low risk stuff here. Look at that. Marginal, thunderstorm, and slight. Oh, I have never seen a prettier thing, boy. I tell ya. I think we need more space for storage again, unfortunately. Y'all have mentioned, by the way, that I really need to move this stuff into a storage room. You are absolutely right, friends. Oh boy, I gotta tell you, you are right. And honestly, I kind of forgot about it. My question right now is, where do I put everything? Do I just kind of put it in one spot? Maybe, right? Let's keep that with us. And that. I definitely have more coal than this, right? I don't have much. I really don't have much. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's really quickly see if we can build a plain workbench. So we need 2 obsidian and a block of gold. Do I have any obsidian hanging around already? Like from broken portals or anything? No. I know for a fact that there's one there. Oh, there's actually one down there too. I'm just wondering if we would happen to have any in the chests, right? You can always find them. What is that? Oh, it's just a tree. It looks weird. Is there any near us closer? Not really. Not looking like it. Okay, so maybe we head over to those broken portals. There's one there, and we see if we can find some obsidian. We can always make blocks of gold. We actually already have one, so that makes things a little easier. We could also just go mine it with a diamond pick. Should we just do it, guys? I think we should. Let's just do it. Let's just accept our win. you know what? We've worked so hard and we have no diamond tools. It is about darn time, folks, that we carry a diamond pick in this game. What are we on, like episode 8 or 9? And I'm just getting to this? Boy, it is a tough look for old Nate, isn't it? I think while we're down here, we'll get a decent amount of obsidian too, not just like a couple of blocks. We want to come out of here feeling like we've really done it, you know? So let's hop on down to here, and then, yeah, this feels like a good spot to go. Just need to get this right. It's going to knock over a torch, isn't it? Dang it. Oh, it did. Now I feel bad. Well, let's just really quickly mine the old obsidian here. Of course, if you're not using the water bucket tactic when you do this so you don't lose it to lava, you are no pro Minecrafter. See? I proved my point yet again, folks. While we're down here, we can also probably just get enough to make an enchanting table. I think we need, like, what, a few? We'll get a decent handful of these just to be safe. It does not hurt to have too much obsidian. We will find use for it. Worst case, as a base material. And I'm only kind of joking about that, to be honest with you. I've thought more and more about it. If we layer something, you know, it's not the worst looking thing. It'd be cool to know that we are infinitely protected from like everything up to 400 miles an hour, right? Be kind of interesting. Think about it, everyone. Think about it. Let me know. So I have a question for you, dear viewers, as we are cruising in through the episode here. What is the next challenge you'd like to see on the channel? Look, we've been doing a lot of challenges recently. There is no secret about that. And equally that there's no secret about that, I've been enjoying them a lot too. I think Tanner, who I've been recording a lot of them with, he's been enjoying them too. That's probably equally as important if you ask me. But what do we want the next one to be? This mod is pretty exciting and has a lot of opportunity, you know? So if you have any cool ideas that you think would make for a funny video or exciting or any of that kind of stuff, do let me know. I just want to know if I can like make this flow down like that. That's what I wanted. Now we should have a water path all the way down, which would be pretty sick. Because this goes all the way up, right? Uh-oh. Don't you dare. Ah, we're good. Yeah, so this will take us all the way to the base now, which is pretty sweet. Just have to find it up here. There we go. Back up we are. Us and our, 6 obsidian? Terrific. It's good enough for me. It's enough to make this workbench of some sorts. Marginal risk. It has been upgraded to a slight for a couple days out, so maybe worth keeping an eye on that, but I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so what else did we need for this? And what do we need for the helicopter? Because I want a helicopter, I think. Right? Does that make sense to you guys? Helicopter? I hope so. 2 propellers and just logs. Oh, this is great. Okay. Plain workbench. We need a iron pick, iron. Ooh, okay. Iron expensive here. And I know we need that gold block. We'll get that out. What else do we need here? Couple redstone and a crafting table. Well, that's easy. Thank goodness I make too many every single time. And we'll need some sticks here. So we need an axe and a pick. Watch this. You do 1, and then you do 2. Then how about that, friends? We have ourselves a plain workbench. Woo! Okay, so now we just need 2 propellers, which is more iron. This is why we have an iron farm. You're starting to understand. I understand too. I've depleted our resources already over here. And I'm guessing we can't use like fur, right? I'm guessing it doesn't work. Well, I'll be darned. Look at that. I'm doing it. Put the logs away. Now we also need an engine. I'm going to take a look very quickly and see how these engines work. So everyone, bear with me. Give me a sec. Okay, I told you I'd be quick. You didn't even notice, did you? I know. The aircraft needs to be powered by something. The furnace is a solid fuel, coal most likely. The liquid engine is something like lava. Lava would be cool. Seems kind of difficult. And then the electric engine is like redstone flux and stuff. So we don't have that option. This kind of makes it easy for us. We're going to make a furnace engine and we need, you've guessed it, more iron. Goodness gracious. We also need some more gold pressure plates this time. Grateful that we picked up gold when we did because these are going to be pretty important. And I don't think we have enough iron in this place, do we? We might. It's going to be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Ooh, I think we're just going to have enough. And then we need some more redstone. Grab that now. We need smooth stone. So we need to smelt stone twice. Yep. Okay. That's fine. We can do this. We can do this. Can you tell I'm getting worried that I'm going to do this wrong? You know, one of the cool things about building a helicopter is it gives us another build we can do, right? We can do a helipad. Seems pretty cool. I think that could look really cool. And especially on this big flat area we have out here, right? Makes a lot of sense to have a helipad. I smelt you down again? Yes, okay, I've done it right. Except for the fact that I think I need 3, don't I? Yep. Boy, Nate, we were so close to perfection, weren't we? How did I even do that wrong? Put the last couple of obsidian away. We don't need those in our inventory. I will forget about them. I think you know I will forget about them. The other question is if we ever actually build a plane. I kind of don't think there should be a need. A parachute, however, may not be a bad idea. As well as, I don't know what these are. Quick fix kits. The Curse Forge page for that mod actually doesn't say anything about what a quick fix kit is. So I guess we're just going to have to not hope we need one, and we'll see, right? Now, I know there's also things you can put up plane armor. Oh my god, that's a lot of iron, but I'll probably end up putting it on it. Why not? We're going to have infinite iron. We already do, technically speaking, right? Okay, we need a blast furnace first. We need a propeller, and we can make our furnace engine. Woohoo! I think, technically speaking, that is actually all we need. That, of course, in coal. But this should be the bare minimum, right? So I think let's take this bad boy. Let's fly it on over, right? Let's fly it on over to the new home of everything. Taking all the coal with me, by the way. I just don't know how much we're going to need here. I hope it's not this much, but I have been proven wrong before. Let's just get this bad boy up here and see what happens. Boy, I am excited if this works. These things were super... It is nighttime. We will do it next... Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Get a nap in. Y'all were probably looking at the top right, too, and telling me, weren't you? Dang it. Okay. New day. Marginal risk day. It's a perfect day to have this helicopter out. Let's just get this bad boy up and away, and let's try it out, right? Look at this. Goodness gracious. It's just a... Hello? I gotta take care of this guy before he kills something. Hold on. Everyone, please stand by. Okay. That was close. Are you just gonna hang out here? I didn't really consider this. Look at this with our fur, too. And I put our engine on, and then if we hit X... Yep, we can power this bad boy. All right, everyone. You ready to take flight? You think the horse will fit in here? I need to know. Not looking good for the horse, guys. Okay, well, my God, the horse can fly. All right, well, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. Me and my horse are now going to go flying is maybe the weirdest thing I've ever said. Let's go. Look at this. Now, if this isn't joy, I don't know what is, folks. Get this bad boy turned, and we are on the move. Oh, baby. Now we're cooking. Look how fast we're going compared to with previous options, right? Look at that coal, though. It is depleting, and it depletes pretty quickly. So we're going to have to use this thing pretty carefully, I think, until maybe we find a way to make a coal farm. I guess we should have tested charcoal looking back, but I'm under the presumption it will work. I wish there was a way to make this thing more efficient. Goodness gracious, this thing burns through coal. I do not have that much, but it is good to have. And look, our horse... He's enjoying the ride. Oh, the view is not good. I don't know if there's a regulation here, but it feels like there should be now. All right, let's bring this bad boy down. Try and bring it down right next to the entrance. I've been getting pretty good at flying this thing, I'd like to think. They are not easy to pilot, but they are fun. There we go. How about that? How do we get you out of there, buddy? Just shift click. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I did not think the horse part would work, but it did, and now we have a helicopter. How about that to celebrate 10,000 subscribers? That's even cooler. Now, I want to build that armor for it. Let's see if we've already gotten enough iron. Not quite, but it might actually be enough for the armor. Is there any way to make this thing more efficient, by the way? I know we can always electric engine it, which I guess isn't a bad idea, right? Solar panels, kind of expensive. We need to go to the nether. Not ideal. Let's get the armor on it at least. 3 blocks of iron. This is going to be expensive. I think we all knew this was going to be expensive, but it's what you pay for... good quality plane armor these days. All right, let's get out of here. This thing is going to keep working. Given we have distant horizons on, this thing actually might stay loaded when we're at the other base. That's something I didn't really consider. I think it might be a little too far away, but if it isn't, it's got to be pretty close, right? All right, let's try slapping this on. Whoa, look at this. Feels like we're about to play some Tornado Wars. How much does this give it? Doesn't say. Darn. Well, either way, I'm guessing it is quite a lot because this thing looks pretty cool, pretty mean. Now, the real question is how do we deal with the power situation, right? Lava's not a bad option. Don't get me wrong. Can I just take this engine off? All right, well, unfortunate. That is the question, right? How do we deal with the engine situation? Do we try and make like a lava thing? I don't know how you do that. That's the problem. You probably need an awful lot of lava. We don't have like any pumps in the nether or anything. That's probably just not going to work. Let's get you saddled up and back in the old chopper. Here he goes. I guess without further ado, let's get out of here, right? This thing is just going to keep on working. All right, villagers, good luck. We're all counting on you. Goodness gracious, I enjoy this thing. This helicopter thing is so dumb. I'm a big fan. How couldn't you be? We're flying around with a helicopter with a horse in it. In Minecraft. It really is a wonderful time to be alive. Goodness, you can see the ice spikes over there. Look at that. That's crazy. And I think all the way over into the damage from the other tornadoes, if I'm not mistaken. That's it over there, right? This is kind of the first time we've ever seen this giant water area before, actually. How about that? You don't really know what you got until you take a good look at it like this, do you? Is that another village? Oh, that is the other village over there. I keep forgetting that one existed. This is also our first chance to really survey this damage. And yeah, it's as bad as we expected. It's quite bad, in fact. Whoa, what is that over there? Hold on, we have to go take a look at this. I realize we're burning through coal. Look, you can actually see the damage on those 2 trees from before over there too. That's pretty crazy. Is this dark oak over here? It sure looks like it is, doesn't it? Look at these beautiful fall colors. We must be, right? Season get. Yeah, we are into autumn now. Those beautiful fall colors. Wow. And goodness gracious, I don't know what tornado came through here, but it tore everything apart. And that is dark oak way over there. Okay, well, we're not gonna hang around too much for it, but it's interesting to know, isn't it? Is that a sheep hovering in the water? Homie, are you okay? I feel like a search and rescue mission's underway now. We're coming to get you. Man, you never know how cool it is until you have a view like this of your world. This is super unique. I am very happy I installed this. Again, the coal is a problem though. Seriously, look at how much we're losing. We are gonna have to figure that out. Let's see if we can nail this. I've been practicing. Oh, I floated it, guys. Dang it. Oh, I'm an expert. Give me my license. Hop on out, buddy. You're done. Now, it is important to note these helicopters are entities, so if it gets hit by something, you know, something, they can go flying and take damage. So we do have to be kind of careful. We're probably going to want to build an actual hangar and stuff for this. Now that I think about it, the helipad right here is kind of perfect, isn't it? Can I break this? Ah, okay. Delightful. How about that? Cool. Yeah, a helipad right here for the base would go great, because obviously the lighthouse is going to be here. We don't want to have the helipad on top of the lighthouse or anything. That feels kind of strange. So maybe we just do that. That seems like a cool idea. What do you guys think? Want to just knock it out today? I think so. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're just going to build a big old square here. It doesn't have to be anything in particular special here, right? Just have to be enough that we know it's a helipad. Gives us somewhere to land. Kind of gives us a landmark too on the world map. Now the question is, what do we build it out of material-wise? That I'm not so sure. It feels like it should be something kind of durable, like iron blocks, honestly, might be the option here, right? So it's that. Yeah, I think this is kind of cool. I think we can work with it. Just like that. What do you guys think? Cool? I think so. Let's kind of give these torches like on the corners. Kind of a helipad feel. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's head down here really quickly. Let's see what we can build this out of. A cobblestone texture like that actually wouldn't be bad either, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I think we could probably just get away with using blocks we have. I'll tell you what, where is my chisel? Right there. Let's see. Like, yeah, that layered cobblestone look is actually pretty cool. Do we have anything that would be better, you think? Let's see. Like, the panels would be kind of cool. You know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to use some of these tiles right here. And then for the actual H, because of course you have to have the H in your helipad, right? Safety first. I think that is where we'll use some redstone blocks. But boy, how much redstone is that going to be? Probably too much for our sake. We do have a lot of redstone, but I think that's going to be pretty expensive. So for the time being, what we will do, okay, hear me out on this, guys. This is going to be kind of a low-cost version of a helipad. I don't think that's too unreasonable given our, you know, our situation. We don't actually have a home yet. What are you? It's like an actual taller cloud. I'm amazed. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to build the ladder. Okay. Oops. We're going to build a ladder just like that. Perfect. It's a nice H. And then we're going to surround it with this. We're going to surround it with this cobblestone tile. We may give this an outline at some point too. I haven't really thought about that yet. Maybe we give it just like a log or something like that. That seems kind of fair, right? Or we just use the deep slate. We match it up with everything else we have. And then, okay, watch this, guys. Look at that. I think that's delightful. I think it's a very effective way of doing things. And then we can also have a nice path that comes up to it too, right? This deep slate and fir path we have, that can actually lead up onto the helipad. Boy, I think we have really hit a home run here, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. This seems great. And then before we forget here, let's hit the hay again. I don't want to forget. I think that helipad is a great look, though. It's very simple. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to use, like, wool. Like, red wool would be cool. But then you kind of start running into the problem again, right? Wool, very destroyable block in a storm, right? Do you really want to use wool for it? Really? Like, I probably don't. I'll tell you what, while we're here, let's grab some of our saplings. And more importantly, let's grab some logs, okay? I just want to fire these off. And I want to see if this thing will work with charcoal. If it does, this gets a lot easier for us, right? We just plant a bunch of trees. Like I have spruce trees here. we're just going to plant some of those. And obviously you can't plant it near the heliport, but you can plant them pretty much anywhere else, right? We can have them around like this. I'm thinking this is going to work, if I'm being honest with you. As you can no doubt tell, I'm feeling pretty confident because I'm planting these trees everywhere like I know it's going to work. So naturally, this is where I'm going to get humbled, right? And one tiny tree. All right, we'll let those grow. Let's chop down this one fir tree over here that's looking a little lonely, looking out of place. Perfect. That's even more wood for us to throw in and smelt. Again, I think if this thing accepts charcoal, we may have our answer as to what to use for this power, right? Makes sense to me. We still don't have any wheat grown. We're in autumn now, so this is where things get a little spicy, right? This is a spring type of plant. So again, we talk a lot about the seasons mod when we first started. We did not really talk about it much after, but the food situation is much more important now. That's also why I've brought sheep along. We haven't actually seen winter yet in this game, in this version of the series anyway, so when you kind of see it, you'll start understanding why the food situation is so important. Our crops are going to grow a lot slower until we build that greenhouse. And speaking of the greenhouse, what do we want to do with it? Well, the greenhouse needs the glass, right? And it's going to have to be reinforced glass. Now, I'd like to build like almost a dome of reinforced glass. I think that would look really cool. Do we have a carpenter's block sort of thing in here? I think I did try to add one, but I don't think I did actually add it, right? No, but there's our reinforced glass. So we need reinforced glass. It's a fair amount of glass, but one obsidian. So we can get away with this for a relatively low price. The key really for us is just going to be making sure that we don't forget about stuff and whatnot. As far as I'm aware, and a couple of viewers have kind of helped me on this, and I appreciate y'all, when you have a greenhouse, it basically undoes the effects that you have from the seasons. So if we have it in a greenhouse during the winter, it'll still grow like it's the summer. That's pretty important for us. We cannot have problems with our food. There is a reason I have surrounded it in deep slate. How the heck did that happen? Now, of course, I always forget to do this, but let's just really quickly prepare for this path like we're actually going to do something with it. Holy Moses, I did not realize these trees were that tall. Okay, well, let's chop this bad boy down and break my axe really quickly. How much wood am I going to get from this thing? Oh my stars. Oh, there's another. Oh, goodness. I think that's the small one, actually. Oh, this is a lot of logs. A lot of logs. This is great, though, for us. I mean, let me tell you, we needed these logs badly. Kind of, I guess, right? We needed them as badly as we need the actual helicopter to accept charcoal as a fuel, I guess, is what the truth is. Hindsight is 2020. I probably should have used a better tree for this, because this is kind of yucky. Dang it. This is going to break this axe. Yeah, there it goes. Yep. Holy smokes. Oh, planting the spruce trees does this to the grass. Oh, goodness gracious. Get these out of here. I do not want that in here. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's not a good look. I don't think that's going to undo itself now, is it? It's a unique feature. It looks like there's been like an industrial spill. Dang it. Okay, well, that's a problem. We'll have to deal with it. I didn't realize that was a problem. Well, the good news is we got an absolute ton of spruce logs out of that. So let's just, I guess let's take a look and see if it works, right? Just don't want any of this. Lots of charcoal in here. This is good enough. We don't really need much. We just need enough to try. Oh, let's also put this diamond pick away before I forget. That's pretty important. It may not actually be a bad idea if we take this helicopter to go get some glass, some sand. Where's our nearest sand area? Nope. Oh, what happened here? All right, never mind. I know where we're going, everyone. Strap in. We are checking that out. I need more charcoal if I'm doing this. I feel bad for any of you that were watching and saw it. Oh, boy. That is a tough look for Nate. Give me all my coal I have now. We'll let this keep on smelting in the meantime. More? Sure, no problem. Can you blast furnace coal, by the way, guys? You can't, right? I'm not wrong? I'm not sure. Okay. We need to survey this damage because, boy, I think this was from a live stream where we had a large tornado and we could not. Look at that. God, this is delightful. Goodness great. I'm a merchant of this stuff, guys. Please work. Okay, so we are in business then. That is huge for us. All right, let's head up and away we go. We need to see this damage, guys. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Yep, we're right. We're on course. We are on the move, folks. Holy smokes. This should actually make it easier to damage survey as well, now that I think about it, right? Oh my gosh. We came over here during a stream. Holy smokes. What in the... How? I don't think we're going to be able to survey this anymore. No, those are both separate tornadoes. Folks, oh my stars above. I knew we had a bad tornado run through here. I did not know that it was this kind of bad. This is unbelievable damage. You talk about the tornado that hit near our base. This thing left a scar. Oh, my good lord. Can you imagine if our base was in the way of this thing? It almost looks like it lifted the dirt out of the ground. Did it? Right? Are you guys seeing the way that I'm seeing this? It looks like it lifted the dirt out of the ground, guys. I could be wrong. In fact, I'm pretty confident I am. I have the blacklist on. Wow. Oh, wow. Look at the scar. I think we actually have two that came the exact same spot, if I'm not mistaken. Right, guys? This looks like that kind of situation. That would make a lot of sense. It would. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, why did we pick Kansas to live in? Who decided this was a good idea? Was this you guys? Did you decide that? Why did you decide it? What was your decision making? Could you decide making better? You know, just gonna try and load these chunks in while we're here. This is, I mean, guys, I know we had bad damage in here. I did not realize it was that kind of craziness. This is unreal kind of damage. I'm actually, like, I'm almost speechless. I am. Like, look at the, what? Like, compared to this, it may be because of the biome this is in. Okay, that is true. It may be because of the biome we're in. I don't know if I care. I don't know if it matters. That damage is unbelievable. I wish we surveyed it when we had the chance now, because it's not a little damage. It's like off its foundation. There's the village over there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Way off in the distance. Kind of cool. Yeah, like look at this. That is extreme ground scouring for a tornado that we kind of didn't watch because it wasn't near us. Bad look for me, I guess. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Well, folks, I'll tell you the good news is that this helicopter, despite the fact that it really takes up a lot of coal, like we're basically going to use a stack here, which is a lot. Well, actually, it's not that much, but we're using like what, a half a stack of coal to get to this path and back. Not great. I'm also wondering, was this? Yeah, it looks like this was another little chunk of damage over here, which is kind of cool. Look at these beautiful fall colors, everyone. I'll tell you that. We actually, this is going to be crazy. We may go a full extra length 2 episode and actually not get any damage from a tornado. And apparently we needed it because apparently it gets way worse. That H, by the way, is not very visible until you get really close. So yeah, we may have to change that to a better block. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure what yet. We'll get to that, but I just gotta, no. Come on, baby. Come on, Nate. You practiced your whole life for this. We can do this. Hold on. There we go. Guys, what a trip. What a day. Seriously. I did not know that we had that on this area. That is not crazy. That is destruction that I cannot believe hit this world. And yeah, it looks like we had one tornado come through here. We actually may have had a second that cut through. And then another big one that came this way. Oh, baby. Distant Horizons really is going to change the way that we do things because, well, if you can't tell, it allows us to see pretty far now. And, well, this area feels a lot less crazy now, doesn't it? It almost feels like we live on a lake, less of an ocean. I think this technically is a lake, right? Just a really big one. Just a really big one. Wow. Well, friends, I think that's going to wrap it up. We'll see if I get anything else worth talking about, but I don't know. We have a high risk, but that's not for 3 more days. So that may be a next episode thing. And honestly, I'm fine with that. We needed an episode without a major tornado hitting our base. That said, I'm probably going to use that old tornado as the thumbnail because holy cow, I didn't realize it was that bad. Seriously, no idea. But friends, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Seriously, I watch those numbers. I see how many of you watch but aren't subscribed. What, we got a problem or something? Let's all be friends, shall we?